Hey folks, how you doing? Dave McRae here. Okay, in this video, I want to give a Patreon update. Now, I know what most of you are thinking. No, it's good shit. It's good shit. Things are changing. Things are evolving. Things are moving in a forward motion for the better. I don't know what the fuck that is, but whatever it is, I think that's what change looks like right there. Anyway, yeah, so I'm definitely talking to my current Patreon members. Hey guys, how you guys doing? But I'm also talking to those of you who, maybe you've been thinking about it. Maybe you're sitting on the fence and you're like, I don't really know. Should I? Shouldn't I? I don't know. I'm definitely talking to you guys as well, but I'm talking to everybody. Okay, so why am I doing this update now? Well, there's several reasons why. Number one is I haven't done a Patreon update like this in quite some time. Number two is we've gained quite a few. Yeah, that's right. I said we've gained. That's right. This is your channel just as much as it is mine. We've gained quite a few new subscribers over the last several months. So I thought, hey, it's a good time to do it, right? Because not everybody, most of you probably know, but not everybody does. So that's one. That's number two. Number three is it's August the 31st, at least as of shooting this video. So I'm like, change is upon us, man. We're 2 months away from Halloween. The Halloween premiere is next week. The summer is pretty much done, right? It's Labor Day weekend this weekend. The kind of the official sort of, no, I guess it's the unofficial because the last weekend of summer won't be till the middle of September. So, but it's pretty much the last weekend of summer, right? Kiddies are back in school. Change is upon us. So I thought, well, since I'm changing some things on my Patreon, now would be a good time to do this. So, okay, so let's start here. So let me give you a quick recap for those of you that don't know. Why did I join Patreon? Well, I'm pretty new to Patreon still. I've only been on Patreon since the middle of May, but I joined because I wanted to start factoring this channel into my schedule. For those of you that don't know, most of you probably do, but many of you may not. I am a full-time professional voiceover actor. That's my day-to-day job. That's what I do. That's how I make my living. And before, I was having some trouble sort of getting videos up at a reasonable time. I mean, I did for the most part, but it wasn't unprecedented. A lot of you guys probably remember this. I would upload videos at like 2 or 3 in the morning, right? Because sometimes that was the only time that I had. Well, now that I've begun the process of factoring it into my schedule, you guys have probably noticed that it's once in a blue moon that something might be uploaded really late, depending on what's happening with me that day. So I've been working with my assistant who has been working with me and my agents to sort of, get this ball rolling. And there's been some bumps in the road, but it's been pretty good for the most part. It's an ongoing thing, but I think we're making good progress. So everything that is raised through Patreon goes right back into the channel. So I think you guys are awesome. But I said back in May, I said, the perks that you get, depending on the tier that you choose, will evolve and change, right? As I get more comfortable with the platform, as, I have more time, things are going to change. Well, I'm here to say that things are changing, and I think for the better. So if you are currently on my Patreon, I think you guys are going to be really excited about this. If you are not on my Patreon, maybe you guys will be excited about this and you may want to check it out. Okay, so let's go over what's changing on my Patreon. Okay, so this is what you see when you come to when you come to my Patreon page. This is the first page you see here. So if we scroll down over here to level number 1, which I have affectionately called Hey Folks. Hey Folks is level number 1. By supporting the Hey Folks level, you will have your name added to a Patreon list, which will appear at the end of my videos. I'm sure you guys have seen that list. It plays at the end of my videos during the Star Wars Cantina music. You will also get access to select Patreon exclusive images, photos, and updates, as well as a once a month Patreon only live AMA, which will run for 30 minutes. And if you are subscribed to my Patreon, of course, you will know when that will be. The first one is going to be next month, September, or this month, depending on when you're watching this video. Yeah, I will let you guys know when that will be. Okay, level number 2 is the I'm your boyfriend now level. That's right. It's the I'm your boyfriend now level number 2. By supporting the I'm your boyfriend now level, you will receive all the perks of the Hey Folks level, in addition to a personal shout out in my Freddy Krueger voice in a future video. You will also get access to select Patreon exclusive images, photos, and updates. Pretty cool stuff. All right. Team McRage, level number 3. This is the granddaddy, folks. This is the granddaddy level. Team McRage. The Team McRage level is for the hardcore supporters of the channel. Team McRage supporters will have access to all the perks of the previous tiers. Plus, you will also get a 30-second audio-only horror movie trailer voiceover with my movie trailer voice announcing you as the star. The trailer will be professionally mixed and mastered in my professional home studio. And if you want to know what that's probably going to sound like in terms of quality, here is a movie trailer that I did a voiceover for.
From the terrifying mind of Stephen King comes a motion picture event.
Derry's not like any time I've ever been in before.
30 years in the making.
People die or disappear 6 times the national average. And that's just grown-ups. Kids are worse.
The wait is finally over for the legend's most horrifying story.
All right. You will also get access to all Patreon exclusive images, photos, and updates. And if that wasn't enough, you will also have access to Thorazine, the Halloween movie series only live AMA, which I do twice a month leading up to the release of the new film. You can ask me anything about each and every one of the Halloween films, the series, the past, present, and future. Now, it says there I will be doing it, each and every month leading up to the release of the new film. There's no doubt we're going to do it after. I mean, there's going to be so much to talk about in terms of the new movie and the future and all that kind of jazz. And so far, we're up to, we've done 7 episodes. Episode 8 is happening on September the 8th at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's so much fun. It's very intimate. And yeah, I think everybody who has watched the episodes, I think, would agree that it's a lot of fun for sure. And finally, if that wasn't enough, and finally, once a month, this is brand new, once a month, I will do a live movie commentary called Saturday Movie Night, and we'll present to you 5 movie titles to vote on, and the one that receives the most votes will be the winner, and the movie I will end up watching. If you have the title in your collection, feel free to watch along with me. Broadcast is live for level 3 patron members only, but will be available to everyone else on YouTube after the broadcast. It would be best if questions during the live feed were centered around the movie being watched. Now, for those of you who are part of my level number 3 Patreon currently, or are going to become part of my level number 3 Patreon, we're having our first episode of Saturday Movie Night, Saturday, September the 15th, 2018 at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Voting is open. So if you go to my Patreon page and you are a level number 3 patron member, you can scroll down and vote on the movie you want me to watch that night. Right now, I think Halloween 4 is winning. And for those of you who are no doubt wondering, no, I am not stopping doing regular live AMAs right here on this YouTube channel. They will probably be reserved more for subscriber milestones, but every now and then I do like to do some impromptu live AMAs, in case you guys haven't noticed. So I will continue to do those on my channel from time to time as well. Do not worry. Pretty cool stuff, right? I thought that since this is sort of the unofficial kickoff to fall 2018, that some new incentives and perks for my patrons currently on my Patreon, and hopefully new patrons, would be really cool, because things are changing, so it's time to change some things up. And also, remember, if we can get to 100 patrons, I was hoping to get there before Halloween, but if we can get to 100 patrons, all your names will be entered into a draw to win this 12.5-inch replica Lamson Michael Myers knife, the same one I used in my little short fan film that I uploaded back in February called The Shape Attack. So it wasn't anything major, but it was just kind of a cute little thing that I wanted to upload, and that was the knife that I was using in that. So if we can get to 100 patrons, I will pick somebody at random from my Patreon, and you will get this knife. And I was hoping you could get it before Halloween, because maybe you want to, use it at Halloween time. Maybe you guys already have one, it's not a big deal, but there might be somebody out there that's like, oh, that'd be kind of cool to have. So yeah, so hopefully we can still do that, because that's my goal. On my Patreon, my goal is to get to 100 patrons. Everybody has a goal, and that's my goal. So that's all I got to say. So thank you so much for listening and paying attention, hopefully. If you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to message me through Patreon, and myself or my assistant will do our best to get back to you in a timely manner. So the link to my Patreon is in the description if you're interested. In the meantime and in between time, I will talk to you guys soon. Cheers.